major of the UKIE circuit. It's really kind of in the air about who's actually going to take this. We've got some interesting international attendance. It's definitely pretty much anyone's game, Moke. What are your thoughts coming into this?
I would say, I think the game, it's still in a relatively new state, all things considered. I think the game's been out for something like, 4 or 5 months now, more or less, give or take. So I think this is kind of the first big testing ground for the UK players and some of the international players who've come in to kind of establish who exactly is, like, where tiered in what kind of level of the power rankings. Because we've got a general idea of who the best players are in the UK and individual scenes, but I think this is kind of where things will solidify, particularly for the circuit, which, as you said, this is the first big, I think it's the only major of the circuit. I think Albion sort of bookends or close on afterwards. So this is it, so to speak.
This is it. We are here again.
We are here again.
256 entrants. A lot of people here. A lot of the UK's best. A lot of the international scene's best. We're going to have a lot of interesting games coming up. We're going to see people like Peli on stream. We're going to see people like Jax, who's really kind of solidifying himself as one of the best players in the UK as well. Seeing a lot of talent that's going to be coming up on here. I hope you're very much excited for it. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be going into this. In fact, I see Peli sat at the scene already, so we're going to get our first stream game very, very soon.
He is ready. I think Peli said he's made it vocal on his social media. This might be his last tournament, or at least his last kind of big tournament he wants to attend for Ultimate or for Smash in general. So I think from his perspective, he wants to go out on a high. I think, and the high for him is, let's be real, for someone of his standards, that means first. I know you've got Mr. R. I know you've got international players like studying, here and there, but if you're Peli, you've got to get that W.
Well, this is the thing, because when it comes to Peli, he was kind of, I think it was pretty fair to say he was like undeniably the best player in the UK up until the recent DBC, where North player SCR7 was able to take the tournament. He got third place to Legault as well. And it kind of casted a little bit of a shadow of a doubt in him.
I mean, all things considered, he got like third or something.
But this is the thing,
so
he still got third place.
The standards are that high.
He's had good placement after good placement after good placement after good placement. I think if he ends this tournament on a high as well, if he places very, very well, and he could very well like get into that top 3, maybe even first. I think that'll be a really good way for him to kind of go out. Yeah, be a good way to go out.
But we'll have to see. He is coming up with that King Dedede character that's, he's got some faith in, but certain matchups are going to always be tricky for him. Speaking of certain matchups that might be tricky, we have my good man Toast sitting down, the Peach and Falco player from Northwest Manchester. He's been around, man, Toast.
Yeah,
he's been around.
So this is the thing with, obviously, when it comes to Toast, one of his good friends, Gordo, renowned DDD main.
Of course, downplays DDD.
I mean, if anyone's going to know the matchup in the North, it's going to be my man Toast. And when you've got a character like Peach to really capitalize on the matchup against DDD like that, I mean, realistically, this will be one of the lower second seeds against one of the higher first seeds, right? But I think this match could it could be very close.
I think it depends, man. I'm trying to remember when, for those who don't know, Toast played Peach in Smash 4 as well. And I wouldn't say, he kind of played Peach in sort of like a fundamentals way. He wasn't like,
it wasn't not crazy one.
Not technical, not untechnical, so to speak. But that's the thing in this game. Peach has become even more with the combo game. You need to be really precise in terms of when you cancel your floats after your repairs. And the fact is, a character like Dedede, the hurt box is so big that you have so much potential for 80% true strings, or not even strings, combos that Peli can't get out of. I don't know. I haven't seen too much of Toast play yet, where he's kind of pulling off these big shenanigans, but no, we shall see if he's got something in the locker.
I'll be interested to see. Yeah, I mean, he was playing a lot with Gordo yesterday. We were in the same house, so they were playing together quite a lot. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how he does get on. I think one of the biggest kind of parts of this is how Peli gets Toast away from him, because Peach's shield pressure with a lot of float cancels, awful, and DDD's out of shield game is probably not the greatest, to be honest, outside of Nair maybe.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, Peach can kind of do the float back air, which is ludicrously safe, man. Yeah. It's like, and then Dedede might, if he's not careful, he might get stuck in his shield pretty easily. But here we go, going off to game 1, Pokemon Stadium 1. I think this is just a quick button check.
A little hand warmers. Stop doing hand warmers on stage. Is that illegal?
Wait, this is legal, right? Pokemon Stadium 1?
Yeah, don't do hand warmers on legal stages.
Ah, I see.
Just do them on, like,
because it confuses us.
It
I
does.
see.
It's my benefit. Do it for my benefit, not theirs.
So Peli's done nothing but nairs. I'm a big fan of that. Just do nairs.
I guess we know how he's going to approach this one. Yeah. I think the kind of usage of the Gordos as well.
Yeah, Peli's ledge trapping is like really sick.
Yeah, his ledge trapping is dumb good, man. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how he does capitalize on how Peach gets up off the ledge. I don't think Peach's ledge get up options are greatest, to be completely honest, because of her flow.
Yeah, she has a mix-up of being able to do
exactly,
the flow. Yeah, but even still, yeah.
I just think when you're a character like Dedede, when you've got the disjoint and the hammer as well, I think you can definitely do a little bit against Peach on the ledge. So it's just about obviously getting her there, right? Because Peach can definitely control center stage against a character like Dedede as well, because you're just going to be in the corner throwing Gordos, fighting for your penguin life.
It's a hard life, man. But Peli's making it work,
Yes.
coming into this tournament as probably one of the favorites to place highest in the UK. But coming on game 1, we are starting on Pokemon Stadium 1. It's going to be Toast versus Peli.
Yeah. And you already see kind of an opening of what we're going to be expecting in this matchup. Turnips versus Gordos. We're going to see it a lot, and it comes to that middle ground play.
We were saying before, we already just seen then the Peach float back here. You know, Peli's out of shield, Dedede's out of shield game. Really kind of going to be nair. You see there, just kind of jump nair. The hitbox isn't actually that big, and if Toast spaces himself well enough, he's not going to really get caught by it.
Yeah, he's definitely just floating outside of that range that Dedede tries to pressure. That was excellent play there from Toast, and that's the kind of thing, man. I was saying that Peach off the ledge will struggle a little bit, but if you hit him, if you hit that corner with a forward air, you will get back somehow, I guess.
I think the challenge for Toast is going to be racking up the damage. Well, that's not going to be a challenge. The challenge is going to be finishing the stock, really. Peli's really good at kind of living to those 160%. He knows kind of when to put himself in positions where, you know, he's going to take damage, but until the stocks are different, until he's taken a stock, it's an even game.
Excellent little weave back there from Toast with the up B. He's really able to kind of escape the aerial pressure for sure from Peli so far. Not been able to get too much off it, but there's that back air. A bit of an overextension with that side B, and Peli just slapping him down with that back air as well.
Right, catching him out of shield with the fair. I like that he waited there just because he didn't want to put in some free pressure. He wanted to give time for him to try and exit shield.
You see that usage of back air from Toast there, just that float cancel doing a lot of pressure. Oh dear!
Oh my!
Oh, that could have been straight up dead if his shield was broke.
We see that Peli sort of catching on to Toast's fairs from the ledge. That's so much damage.
And this is what Peli does, man. When he gets the lead, he's so good at kind of
Oh,
extending
no.
it up like this.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
like this. Oof. Again with that Gordo, and slowly but surely, this is getting a little bit insurmountable.
Oh.
Lovely catch there. I think he actually went for a bit of an anti-air there because he knew that Toast was probably going to try and jump in. He actually just ran straight into that up smash as well.
Oh, there we go. Cleaning it out with the fair. We've seen that Toast's main option to kind of reflect the Gordo is going to be the fair because it's got that slight disjoint of it on the crown. But fair's actually a surprisingly slow move, so, you know, it's tricky. I mean, he can reflect the Gordo back, but he's not going to have too much more pressure afterwards because of the cooldown afterwards.
Absolutely.
Oh, big damage.
First real kind of grab conversion that we've seen there from Toast. We haven't really seen him get a grab and then like back airs, forward airs or anything off it. So he's able to get a solid kind of 40-50% off that. Yep, lovely space back air again there from Peli.
Ooh.
Got him at the ledge, oh dear God.
He's definitely catching on to these fairs from the ledge. I think it's Toast's option of choice. Oh, the
Okay.
grab conversion, that's going to be it, I think.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's just going to kill. Not the heaviest character, Peach.
No.
Just take him straight off the top without up air. First game to Peli, pretty solid.
Yeah,
win.
all things considered, it was actually kind of similar to what we were discussing. I think that we saw at the very start, Jab gets like a free, or Toast gets a free 50% on him. And it's like, oh, okay, here we go. We've got a game here. But then Peli lives to 160%.
Yeah.
He kind of cleans up his stock with like a few kind of key reads. Like Peli doesn't need that many reads individually. He just needs like a few solid ones. That's the kind of character that he is. He hits hard. The bird. The bird.
The bird?
Is it time?
It might be time.
Is it
dude.
time?
It might be time. I'll tell you what, actually. Peli played against Jackster quite recently at Eastern Front, I believe. It was pretty close. Falco's Reflector does work in this, and keeping Peli in disadvantage, like with that up tilt into affairs and stuff, very, very good. Again, kind of similar to Peach in the sense that you'll get a lot of damage off of these strings, right? But it's about getting that kill, and I'll be interested to see how Toast does that, especially now that he's a lot more susceptible to getting killed himself.
I think Falco generally, like, there's kind of a lot of dispute on how good the character actually is, but his actual advantage state, the true combos he can put out are so good. So actually all he needs is like one little hit in neutral and he can like convert off it so hard. And we've seen already, you know, he's got a big percent lead here, but it's going to come down to if he's able to close the stock, catching him with the jump.
Lovely up tilt there. He's got him at the ledge. Again, it is about making sure he gets that kill. Oh, that side B was scary.
Oh, the fair. You see, we know why he wants to reflect with the disjoint, because like we see there with the fair, if you don't have a disjointed hitbox, you might just eat the Gordo damage in the process.
Yep.
Peli happy to play on the ledge here. Peli's been relatively conservative so far.
There
He
you
knows
go.
when he wants to just kind of stay back. these are the key moments where Toast actually needs to find the kill. Doesn't want to
And
fish
he's
too hard.
putting himself next to the ledge as well, but he's able to just double jump back into center stage and hit him with a back air. Interesting way of actually taking center stage back there from Peli. I'm surprised he kind of let that happen with those anti-airs that he does have.
Oh, there it
dear
is.
Lord. All right.
There it is.
There he
Down
goes.
to the depths.
There
That's
he
fine.
goes.
That's fine. The big hammer, man. The hammer, it's actually quite good for, you know, catching the spikes in the 2 frames because it's quite disjointed. And I think it's relatively active, so, you know, it's a good option to go for, as we see. Oh, but there's the juggles.
This is what Falco can do, man. This is what Falco can do. He hits you one up tilt or one up air, and he gets a solid 20-30% off it, man.
Peli taking his time here, sort of just fading back, mixing up his different jump heights. Landing with the nair there.
The Falco option is obviously working a little bit better. Whilst the Peach was doing pretty well in the first stock, to say the least, it was able to kind of get run down by Peli after, but Jab really keeping this close so far.
Oh, catching in there with the up tilt. See, up tilt, so much damage. Another up air and a forward air.
Lovely placement there of the Gordo by Peli. Just try to make sure the pressure from Toast coming down from the ledge. Oh no,
jump.
this could be
That
dead.
catches his jump.
Whoa,
he knew he had
that's
to.
it.
He
Yeah.
had to side B there, so Peli knew that he'd use his double jump as a resource.
Yeah.
Didn't have anywhere else to go.
He had to use that jump
Ooh.
super early. Oh, wait
Ooh.
a sec. Is this it? He's going to just get back to the ledge. Good
It's a lot of
tech.
damage, though.
Yeah. Would have been a fantastic way to actually end that stock as well for Peli.
I'd like to see Toast generally get a bit more off his ledge trapping situations. I feel like Peli's ledge trapping is so sick, but even still, I think Peli's getting back to ledge getting back to the stage relatively free when he's on the ledge. See if Toast can do anything. See, and now he's put himself in the worst position there. Kind of bets it all.
I'm not sure if you've noticed it in the game so far, but Toast is getting a lot out of getting out of disadvantages as well as like breaking down Peli's wall of like forward airs and stuff like that with double jumps, and Peli's not really been able to challenge it too well.
Yeah, I think Falco's double jump, correct me if I'm wrong, or at least his first jump, it goes really high,
goes so high,
he can
yeah,
get out of
yeah.
disadvantage really easily. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Big damage.
And just like that, it's an even game pretty much.
Right, and there, see, going for the ledge trap again, trying for the down air, but Trade's generally going to benefit Dedede more in this matchup.
Yep.
Ledge trap.
Excellent play there from Toast. And again, you do have that option of Reflector, so trapping Falco is a little bit more difficult for Dedede as well. Yeah, not even giving him the time of day with these Gordos. Ooh, and he's hit him with a back air. He's lost his jump.
Oh
there
my god,
it is.
that is fantastic.
Hey, did you see that from Toast? Did you see the little let's go for Toast there? Yo, okay.
Let's go,
Hey,
Toast.
my boy Jab's here. My
He's
boy
here.
Jab is here.
He is awake.
Okay.
He is alive.
Wait a second. No, but this is the thing, man, because every time Jab was off stage, sorry, Toast was off stage, most of the time Peli would be challenging him, but Toast was really able to recover quite well for the most part, right?
I think the Reflector really helped him out in
It
that
really
set,
did.
or at least that match.
Because it's so dependent on Peli ledge trapping with the Gordos as well, because he could just jump off ledge and throw it back.
Frame 1.
Take it
Frame
away.
1.
I don't want that anymore.
Frame 1 Reflector. Carried by Frame 1 Reflector. But that was such a good call out to kind of, he knew that he had to kind of, when he spiked him against the stage, there was only a couple of places he could have gone, and Toast read it perfectly with the downer to get the kill. And that's it, we're going to game 3.
My days, and just that damage again. It's so much, but just like that, Peli racking up 34%,
Oh
and he's
my.
got him in the air with these up airs as well. Yeah, a lot more power game. And I saw a little bit earlier in the game, pretty much the first exchange was the fact that he went for a Gordo, anticipated the Reflector, and actually went for a grab off of it. He wasn't able to get the grab, but I want to see him mix up the way he approaches based on the Reflectors as well. Because obviously the Gordo throwing is very, very slow, but you can react to the Reflector being thrown out and try and follow up from it as well. Excellent, and that was the first time we've seen it there. Reflected the Gordo back, but he got a grab off it straight away.
I think Jab's decided to take his time a little bit more this match. He's not really fishing for too much. Catch yourself slipping. Matchup knowledge, my guy.
Excellent,
Matchup knowledge.
excellent little mix up there from Peli. Gets that. Love that drag down there into up tilt though. Yeah, Peli with a great call out there. Toast. Caught slipping.
He's trying to find his footing here, Toast. Peli seems to be having all the momentum at least. Oh, we'll try to get the tomahawk, but no, Peli ready for it.
Scary. Yeah, he has to recover center stage, and Peli not able to catch him. Penguin's not too fast.
I think we saw there Toast trying to bait Peli into going out of shield. In fact, he succeeds there. You see, this is the thing, the up tilt. Falco's up tilt doing the business.
He actually read the air dodge there, but he wasn't able to throw out a back air, which was the option that he needed in that option.
Oh.
And speaking of back airs, there's one from Peli. Oh, yeah, that dash attack could definitely two-frame and catch you at the ledge like that.
Some of Peli's options make me think he's feeling pretty confident. Like, he's going for these, like, quite significant hard reads.
He's going for a lot of, like, scary, scary options. And I mean, they're working. They've definitely got him a very solid and healthy lead here.
Oh, doesn't catch him going low. Yeah. Nearly gets caught by the Gordo in the process.
Oh, just 3 down tilts.
That's how we do it. Just keep clipping him.
Oh!
I know it goes without saying. I was going to think that Toast really needs to find the kill. He has done here.
Yeah.
It's all about how much damage he can lay on. 0% Falco. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
What are we getting? What are we getting? Up air. Misses the third one, but 33%. Not bad.
No, solid play. And it was unfortunate there for Peli because he threw out a back air of his own and it actually just missed. And he just died for it, man. That's the game of Ultimate. You miss one exchange, it could be the end of your life.
I get the vibe that Toast really kind of wants to go for a big finishing option, like to kind of get an early kill on Peli, maybe go for an early down air. But the problem is, if you try and go for that, you put yourself in a position, and you could die yourself.
Toast was caught pressing buttons a little bit too frantically there. He was just, here we go, stack it up.
Catches it away.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oh.
This is going all the way.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
boy,
fine,
I thought he was just going to let go and let that Gordo fly.
See Peli jumping out of disadvantage or jumping out of shield and landing with that back air repeatedly. It is relatively safe, man.
Yeah.
Oh, catches his double jump there, I think. Toast is going to have to recover high. Doesn't get caught.
Yeah. Again, Toast just trying. He needs to play a little bit patiently here, and he started to do that. He's playing in shield a little bit more.
I think Peli's sort of reading his defensive options, though.
Yeah, that's going to be it. Excellent up smash there from Peli to test landing there from Toast. And that is unfortunately going to be the end of Toast's stock. Solid first game. Solid first game to start on the stream.
Yeah. I think, all things considered, you had 2 players there with quite sufficient matchup experience against the opponent's character. You know, Peli's played against Jackster, probably the best Falco doing it in the UK, if not Europe at the moment. You got, you know, long-time hero Gordo bringing it in with the Dedede.
Yep.
So they both kind of knew what the other character was going to do. So it just came down to, you know, who could get the big damage off the combos. I think I was impressed by Toast's combo game. I thought